Good evening, traders. This is Coach Alex, Freedom Trading Club. This is a recap of July 27th, 2023. And we have, of course, followed through from yesterday's Fed move. Everyone was pretty benign, and they thought that the market would hit some of the higher levels and get up to our resistance area, which was pegged today at 35,875 on the Dow. Well, the first thing we did, of course, was wait for uh, a bunch of reports at 8:30. Number one, we had durable goods orders, GDP, international trade, jobless claims, retail and wholesale inventories. A bunch of stuff that went through at 8:30. And you could see what happens, right? The market has to digest it. Took 3 minutes for the institutions and traders to try to read through everything and decide which way it's going to go. So the first trade was a breakout trade. We were willing to go short below this support right here. We put a sell stop and we put buy stops right above this little inflection point. Obviously, the buy stop was elected. That was our first trade of the day. And then basically you wait for the open. In the beginning, the market looked like it was going to make higher highs. So, of course, if you're looking at a long situation, you wait for the pullback, low stochastics. We're using here a 15 range chart, but we do use two others for our trading entries. And as you could see, after the 9:30 open, just like yesterday, the market tries to test support in this area. Again, at 7 a.m. It's all Eastern time. And as soon as the market began to move higher, we took a long trade. Now you'll notice it never got anywhere near the 8:30 rally. So that's going to, again, you don't trade in a vacuum. We're technicians, we trade technically, but you also have to look at fundamental information. And what was happening? A number of big companies like Honeywell reported great earnings, and the stock sold off 5%. So what does that tell you? They're buying it up on the rumor, selling it on the news. Well, that's going to reflect in the averages. But we still didn't hit a downtrend yet, so we have to be loyal to our methodology, which is buy pullbacks. We got that one. And we got another one right after 10 o'clock. Okay, pending home sales came out at 10 o'clock. And the market drifted down. We still were in an uptrend, on the bigger time frames like the 60-minute chart and all that. We were above the daily pivot. So the market, again, oversold, and we took a buy. But you notice you didn't get a big runner on the upside. It, again, failed to make a new high. Still, it made you money, 702 up to 749. You had just about 50 points in another trade. You got three good trades for the day. And even a third time when the market made a new low, and you actually had a pretty good runner to the upside. And that was it until lunchtime. So after lunchtime, if you notice, the first big sell-off that even took out the lows and the daily pivot. The daily pivot was 651. This was your test at 11 o'clock of the daily pivot, which gave us the big rally. However, the daily pivot failed. The good thing about lunchtime, you get a perspective that you can't get by trading 20 times a day. When you trade 20 or more times per day, you get tunnel vision, and we don't want to do that. So it's great to step away at least for a half an hour after each trade. But imagine coming back lunchtime and you see the market collapsing and you say, this doesn't look too good. There's a lot of profit taking. So again, the market was oversold. So our job now was to short rallies. The trend had turned down. And we didn't get, each time we looked to short a little bit higher than the market retraced. We did get a high stochastic trade here, and yet it didn't get to the level we were trying to short. This one, the one at 3:15 p.m., gave us the kind of trade we like. It's called a fake out breakout. Stochastics were high, market broke above the previous resistance, but guess what? Didn't follow through. We take the first short, and we got a nice runner to the downside, close out the day. 5 trades, a couple of scalps. We did well. We're going to wrap up the end of the week. Hopefully, tomorrow it's a Friday and gives us 5 out of 5 profitable days. We love it. If you need to know any more about our trading methods, please check us out, freedomtradingclub.com. Be happy to welcome you aboard. Have a good night.